None of us here tonight claim to be experts on how to dismantle racism in our world, but we're here this evening because we know we need to stand for justice for all of God's children. All of God's children means all of humanity. So why have a vigil? A vigil, of course, means a watch, to stay awake, to arouse, a purposeful or watchful staying awake. So I don't know about you, but I think it's time for us to wake up. I believe the religious community in the country needs to wake up and figure out ways to be together without prejudging one another. So we come together as people who worship one extremely large God. Tonight we're in a vigil for justice for all. Some have said we have turned the last months into a black and white issue, and it should not be, I don't think. I think it should be a white issue, a black issue, a brown issue, a red issue, a green issue, a Christian issue, a Muslim issue, a Jew issue, a gay issue, and a straight issue. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, we are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. So we must stop prejudging people based on religion, skin color, ethnicity. So we vigil together tonight. We're only going to be together a short time together tonight, but hopefully this time together will spark something within us that will make a difference in our community and in our country.
I believe we have found ourselves in a time in history where we are redefining and have to understand and have a better understanding of what equality really means. What we're really dealing with is equal treatment for all people. I'm concerned that what we have witnessed in the last days, weeks, months has caused us to polarize. And a time like this brings us together, particularly the people of faith. But we know that the battle is not ours, but the battle is the Lord's. And therefore we continue to look to the hills from which cometh our help, because we do know that our help cometh from the Lord. Our hearts go out to those who have lost their lives, not just those that we know of in the recent news, but particularly and even those officers who lost their life yesterday. So sad, so senseless. It reminds us, again, and I will also quote Dr. King. I've used this quote on several occasions over the last week or so. Dr. King said that we all may have come over in different ships, but we're in the same boat now. And it depends on how we handle our journey going forward.
I'm honored to be here with my colleagues, my friends, and my community to say very simply, Black lives matter, white lives matter, the lives of our police forces matter, the lives of our children matter, the lives of our people matter. This community which we celebrate is one made up of a tapestry of difference, and we can be divided so easily by ripping apart that tapestry and seeing what makes us distinct and different. And yet, it would destroy the extraordinary blessing that we all enjoy. We cannot end all the challenges, all the evils of the world simply by holding a vigil. But we can say with a clear voice, we love our neighbor as we love ourselves. We will strive in every way we can individually to remember that this tapestry is made greater by the differences that are woven into it. We will promise never to tear apart that fabric and instead to look at one another across the boundaries and barriers of difference and instead see black, white, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, atheist, and other lives that we treasure as we do our own.
We have all had such a short amount of time to wrap our brains around so much pain, so much division, so much loss of life, that it's very difficult to even think in this moment of what it is we are to say to encourage each other in these moments of chaos all around us. As one who hails not only from New York City, but from Staten Island, where Eric Garner met his last day, and also having served in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn for several years after coming out of seminary, where the two officers, Ramos and Lou, so tragically lost their lives, I am filled with both the sadness and the anger that comes from division. I'm filled with both the fear of what the future holds when you have a president of the PBA announce that we now have a wartime police force. What does it mean to have a wartime police force? Who will we wage war against? How do you wage war against those you are called to protect and serve? It seems so easy to say, let us pray. And pray we must. But we must also do. We must also call our country, our fellow citizens, our elected officials to look this pain, look this mistrust, look this double standard in the eye and say that this country is better than this. We are better than this.
God teach us in the Quran that we are all created from a single male and a female. Means that we are all brothers and sisters. So how come a brother and sisters abuse each other? How come they kill each other? This is really, it is something unbelievable what is going on these days in this country and outside of this country. Our deen or our religion teach us that you are not really true believer till you really love to your brother what you love to yourself. So we have to love each other. And we have also, if we see something wrong, we have to stand against it. Because this is our duty as people of religion, that we stand against injustice. Because Allah is just.